Hello everyone and welcome to your Tuesday Thoughts video. My name is Karen. My website is karentinney.co.uk. I'm a healer, a medium, a channeler, artist. What else do I do? And things like that. Tarot reader as well. And that's what I'm doing today. Oh my god, I forgot. So I'm going to read some tarot. I do this kind of for entertainment. I try and do it on Tuesdays, Tuesday Thoughts video. Look out for it. That's what I tend to title it. And it just gives us an idea of the energy for the week ahead. There's a big full moon coming. There's the blue moon in Pisces, I believe. And being a Piscean, I thought I'd bring some water energy into the reading today. And also we've got some nature energy as well. Sometimes when I work, plants and things can move with the energy. So, if you see anything moving, you can always leave a comment below and let me know. Okay, so I'm just going to get on with it. I've decided to kind of get on with it this morning. It's only 10 o'clock, so I'm going to do the read and get this up nice and early. Generally, I've got a lot of stuff on a Tuesday, so I might not get to it till the afternoon. But today I'm going to try and get it all done this morning for you. So we just blow out the old energy. Today's back to school for a lot of people as well, so we'll see what the cards reveal with regards to that. It's always a big step for those who are starting new schools, starting new grades, and also for the parents who are once again letting their little children go off and spend the day elsewhere. If you've had time with them over summer, it can be difficult or it can be a blessing. So it depends on how your summer went. So I hope your summer was good. Just doing a little shuffle here, and when I get some cards dropping out, so I'm just going to ask for some cards to drop out. Okay, we got one. So just for the energy for the week for Facebook and Instagram people. Maybe just do one more and see what wants to come forward. Okay, so there's quite a lot of stuff coming in here now. So I'm just going to read them in the order that they came. Some of them are turned the right way up, some of them are turned the wrong way up. So the first card is the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is all about decision making. We had this last week actually. So you're still pondering on something, you're still wondering about something, there's still two roads and you're not sure which road to go down. It also puts the fact that you can see here she is blindfolded, so there's something you're not seeing, so you're not totally looking around you, you're not taking in the information. So the swords are air signs, so the information that's coming in, you're not taking in that information. So there's maybe a need to take off the blindfold so you can see, and so you can see what is showing up for you. As we saw last week as well, there is transformation. So you've got the three little butterflies here, which point to transformation, point to growth, development. Perhaps you're moving into a different stage in your career, in your work, in your path in life, and you've grown through certain levels and you're ready to expand and transform even further and take flight. And we can see the moon is accented here as well. So there is an essence that this can be at this time. So it's right that the moon is featuring here this week, because we have quite a powerful moon energy coming through, which can make us quite emotional as well. So you've got the waters in the background, which are a bit choppy and can make you emotional because you have this desire to move to one of these mountains, you have this desire to make this change, but you're kind of closing off your heart. And there's a lot of green here today, so the green in the plant, green in the scarf, green, green, green. So there's a lot of green, a lot of heart energy around, whereas she's kind of blocking her heart, so she's not listening to her heart. She's not willing to see the information that is coming from her heart. And the heart is a receiver and a transmitter. So there's information that can come forward through your heart. Your heart informs your brain. Your brain doesn't inform your whole body. Your heart informs your brain first, and then your brain takes action. So the heart is the first point of call. And perhaps this is a protection as well. She's got this cross, so it is protecting her heart, protecting her, almost like armor. There's a sense of movement here. And I'm getting like that saying, you know, this too shall pass. So you will move out of this. It's a bit stuck. You're a bit stuck. You're in this point where there is no decision. You're about to transform. You're about to take flight. You're about to move. But you're just not seeing the possibilities that are around you. And you're not seeing the two paths clearly, which is affecting your decision making. And then we have the devil, and no one likes to see the devil, but the devil is okay. The devil is fine. We can look at the devil and take what that energy means. It can mean a non-committal relationship and some sort of addiction. It can mean a compulsive sort of behavior. But as you can see with the two people here, they're chained to this block. So you feel stuck, you feel chained, and that's a toxic energy. There's a need to free yourself from this energy. Sorry about that, I just had to blow my nose because it was starting to run. Sometimes that happens when you're sort of in the channeling mode. So he's chained, and there is this kind of toxicity around this, but also there's an element of the black that is around him. There's the Kundalini energy rising. There's the void where all creation comes from, and it's almost you're too chained to the solid world, too chained to the physical, too chained to reality, where there is a need to step into the void, and that's where creation is. That's where your answers lie. That powerful, creative, cosmic space. And you're so, you're looking down, you're not looking at possibilities, you're detrodden, you're stuck, you're chained, you can't see a way forward. You're not looking up, so how can you see a way forward? And there's a need to ignite this fire. There's a need to ignite movement. There's a need to, they can simply unchain from here. They can, but they're not doing it. They feel chained to the mundane, chained to the everyday, chained to the 9 to 5 perhaps. And there's fruitfulness in this. There is a fruitfulness and a burning away of the old. So there needs to be a release of the old and a burning away of the old to set it free, to set this energy free, this Kundalini, this charging energy that rises in you and gives you power, this creative, almost like a sexual energy that rises up the spine like the snake spiraling. And it's awakening this, and that connects you to the void. That brings you into the higher consciousness. But you've got to ignite that fire. You've got to let that fire rise. Okay. And then we have the Fool. So what happens when you break free from the mundane and you let the fire rise and you tap into the cosmic order? You set off on a new adventure. You feel joyful. You have your butterfly here. You've transformed. You've taken a leap of faith. You have moved forward. You have a companion who's saying, watch your step, just check where you're going. Don't fall off the edge of the cliff. Take some possessions. Not everything. You have a light load. Don't bring all the drama with you. Don't bring all the baggage with you. set off in this new adventure. And he has a rose here as well, which points to possibly a romantic element, but just a fertile element, a blossoming element, a blooming element. So this new journey that you're about to embark upon. And yes, you might feel a little bit foolish, and people will think, why aren't you thinking about the practical things? Why aren't you thinking about the everyday? But you've been set free. You've been set free. You have cut the chains with your swords, and you have been set free, and you're on this new adventure. How far you go is up to you. How different a space you're stepping into is up to you. But you have the energy of the sun, which is warming, which is vibrant, which is, again, the fire energy is pouring onto you. It's so important to get out and get some sunlight and get some fresh air as well. So go for a walk, go for a dander, and imagine all the possibilities, and know that you can step forward on this journey. Just watch your step, just watch where you're going. Keep your feet on the ground. He's very much his head in the air and perhaps his head in the clouds in a sense. Be practical, but there is freedom and there is movement, and there's a new adventure about to start for you. I don't know why this is so much. This must be channeling something. And then we have the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands points to you waiting on your ships to come in, and they're here. They're lined up, they're on their way, but they just haven't reached you yet. So there's a waiting. There's a you've had the idea, you've worked on it, and you've achieved. And it's like there's still something that's not quite finished. There's still something that's not quite come to you. Your rewards perhaps haven't come to you. And this says go out and get it. Go out and get what you want. Go out and get what you need. Don't stand by waiting for things to drop in your lap. You have created something incredible. So go out and do something with that. Whether it's exam results and you've achieved a certain degree, go out and get the next stage of your life. Go out on the adventure. You're no longer chained to school. You have this new opportunity that is approaching. So go and grab it. Don't wait. For anyone in business, this is saying, what's coming to you is coming, but you can stand by and wait on it for a while, or you can get creative. The ones are creativity, the ones are fire, the ones are passion and energy. So don't just sit waiting. This is a moment to actually take action. Take action. And there's so much, there's little flames on each thing, on each wand here. So it's that creativity. It's the number 3 on each wand as well. Connecting to nature, connecting to the natural world. Be in the natural world. Let it drive you. It might be a trip overseas. There might be something to do with long distance, something to do with foreign travel, moving to a different place, traveling, holidaying, moving across water. It can be long distance relationships as well, looking out across the ocean for someone on the other side, waiting for them to come in. But it is a point of, don't just sit around waiting. Take action, take it into your hands and take a movement forward. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords can be someone in your life who's cold, cutting, who's a little bit of shut down, unemotional, very much thinker but quite critical, manipulative. And she's sitting there firm on her throne, and she's analysing the situation. So the swords again are the air signs, so Aquarius, Libra, and what's the air sign? Gemini. So they're very good at communication. They're very good at expressing themselves. They like to talk. They like freedom of thought. They like this. They have this mental vibration which is charismatic, stimulating. The communication is thick and fast, and they enjoy speaking, and want to make sure that, they connect with people and that they have this conversation with people. But be wary of someone who perhaps uses that in a manipulative way. Perhaps sits back and has their ideas, but is a little bit shut down. We have what you might call angel wings here, but it's almost like butterfly wings again. So there is... oh yes, we do have butterflies on the side. Can you see on the side of the I don't know if I'm pointing to the right place. Along here. So there is a moment of transformation here. There is this download of information coming in for you from the heavens, which will allow you to free up part of that restriction. You might feel restricted, you might feel hemmed in, you might feel a little bit like the devil, you might feel tied, you might feel unable to express your passion, unable to be that feeling sensing person. You might feel shut down and repressed, suppressed even, because it's all about your mind and there's this disconnect to the body. So there's a need to reconnect to that body to transform. You can see they've got the earth under her feet, the cushion, so it's a grounding colour, grounding to the earth. So bringing all that high energy, that high consciousness, that mind, bringing it down to the earth, grounding. Grounding is essential. So as you move forward into whatever it is you're moving into, there is a need to ground your energy, because all of this thinking and all of this worrying and all of this possible manipulation, because if you're planning and thinking about something and perhaps taking advantage or thinking of you are the most important thing because the queen is powerful, there's a need to ground that energy, to bring it down, to transform it, to allow it to become helpful to you rather than turn you into someone who's critical or who's you might even say complaining or that criticism, that someone who's snappy and criticizing. Don't let it do that to you. Download the energy and ground it. Send any concerns you have into the earth, because when you worry and when you are concerned about something too much, you might feel that everything irritates in a sense, because it's all there's too much going on with you. There's overwhelm, and the littlest thing can irritate because they don't understand everything that's in your mind and that you're having to deal with. But that's almost a choice in how you manage it. And so it's learning to manage it. It's learning to, I'm getting that you need to dissect that energy. What is that? It's almost like put it into little pockets, break it down. Don't have it all rummaging in your mind. It's like walking into a room, one of those attic rooms, and it's just full of stuff everywhere and it's chaos. And how are you going to decide what's what? You can't. How are you going to find that thing that you need? You can't. So you have to think, okay, I'll start in this corner and I'll look through this corner and find out what's here, and then I'll tidy it up while I'm doing it and get rid of some bits, and then I'm more comfortable with this section. Yes, there's a lot more going on, so I move to the next section and I do that. And it's a gradual process. So all of these little things that are in your mind that are overwhelming you, and they may be valid. I'm not saying they're not valid. But it's not a crisis. It's just a management thing. It's just learning to manage thoughts and being able to feel. Take it down into the heart and feel. Remember, the heart, you're protecting your heart here. You're cutting off your heart. You're not seeing what's around. You're not seeing perhaps how you're behaving. And so it's opening the heart. Again, with the green, we've got lots of heart energy here. So it's allowing yourself to go on this new adventure, allowing yourself to get what's rightfully yours, to get your rewards. But don't cut yourself off from the world, don't cut yourself off from people, don't cut yourself off from your emotions, and don't pick at people and almost, there's a judgment in that, isn't there? There's a judgment in feeling like the queen, feeling cut off, feeling that you've got the sword of truth and that you're sitting in this higher place. That's the energy I'm getting. So let's see what the guides have to tell us, which may clear up, too many, what's going on. I'll just go get, sorry about that. I don't have a massive table here, so I'm going to do some shuffling. And so there's quite a lot going on, I can see, and that can be the moon as well. The moon can put a lot of pressure on you, emotionally, but also in that, there's a lot of transformation going on, a lot of spiritual downloads going on, and so there's a lot of information coming in that you're probably maybe not ready to digest just yet. And like that, it's okay to pause. It's okay to stop and just take a moment. Don't let things overwhelm you. Don't let things cut you off. Don't let things become just about the mind. Your opinions, your judgments. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone is coming from their own self awareness. You might think something is wrong, and then somebody else might think it's natural. You might think that someone's being particularly nasty, but they might just be expressing something in themselves. Freedom of expression, right? I'll take one more. Okay, one more. Oh, wow. I'll take two more. Oh, we know 22. Okay. So the first card that came out was compromise. And compromise is the master teacher. So compromise is working with the higher energy and having to say, I'm not going to get everything my way. I need to compromise. I need to be willing to give a little to get some back. And you can see here the yellow hand and the blue hand. So it's two different sides coming together. And it creates the green color again with the green, heart energy, healing energy, fertile energy, and this new growth and this space for new growth, because you're reaching out the hand of peace, you're reaching out the hand of friendship, you're reaching out the hand of compromise. You have two different sides, you have two different views, like I was just saying, but you can come together for one goal. And again, it's 49, so that's 13, and 1 and 3 is 4. So there is grounding in this, there is foundation in this, there is a building of something beautiful and a higher vibration energy. So it's turning into something with a higher vibrational reason behind it. And it's listening to the masters, it's listening to what's coming in, it's listening to both sides of the world. So there's the physical world and the spiritual world. It's listening to both sides and having both come together, and it's like being the channel. So the channel comes from the higher vibrations through you onto the physical. So you're able to bring the information through onto the physical, like on this platform. And so if there has been that critical sense, if there has been that unable to deal with all the ideas that are coming into your mind, come to a compromise. Tap into the masters. Ask them to teach you how to manage that. It's not just one way. It's coming together of different sides. It's different ways. It's different energies. And understanding that there is a difference, but there can be a compromise. Just put something in my face. The next card we got is creativity. And you can see this is a very joyful card. Oh, excuse me, my nose is going again. I don't know what it is. Oh my god, it feels almost like a summer cold or something. Change of season. But I don't have a cold. I think it's just the channeling energy. Anyway, we said creativity, so it's about dance, about music, again with the butterfly, transformation. Use the art to transform. I must do another one of my art workshops again. Paint, draw, use colour, get into the alpha brain. The alpha brain takes you into a relaxation. The alpha brainwave opens you up to receive. So anytime you are creative, you're connected to the other side. Anytime you shift into alpha, you connect to the other side, and the information comes in much more easily. And even if you're not a person who wants information to come in, you receive a different energy, you receive a different frequency by being an alpha. Your answers, your the way you can resolve issues, your what would you say, remedies to life situations will come in easy when you're in alpha. So do a bit of doodling, do a bit of painting, play some music, make nice music, be that expressive self. The wands are creative, remember. Use your creativity, use your self-expression. Create. And that will free you, that will give you a little bit of space. And that frees up the world to fix something while you're being creative. And it's 7 and 3, so it's 10, so it's 1, so it's a new beginning, new journey, stepping forward, new adventure. And this new adventure might include creativity, so whatever you're stepping into might include getting creative, might include creative work, making music, having an art studio, doing more art, sharing more art. There might be that creative side into whatever you're moving into. And also it takes you out of that chatter, out of that mental chatter. Once you start being creative, it's like a meditation. It's a gateway into that space, and it stops all the chatter because you focus on this thing. And so it's a really good tool if you're unable to meditate. Making art is a really, really good tool to still do the same thing for you as the meditation would do. Okay? And then I had psychic awareness drop out. So psychic awareness is everybody's awareness is opening up, and that can happen, which is what I've just said, with the creativity. You shift into alpha and everything just streams in much clearer. And you have the full moon here. So we have the full moon, the psychic awareness at this time. Be aware that you might get downloads. Be aware that information might just drop into your head. You might get answers into your head, or you might get a sense of something other is happening. We are shifting. As a planet, we're moving into a different photon belt. We're being hit by different light frequencies. We're being hit by plasma energy. We are shifting. The collective humanity is becoming a different humanity. A friend did a channel last night, and it was about our DNA is changing. The matrix within us is changing. You might have heard me say before about we are becoming more crystalline. And so we've got the fish here. So full moon in Pisces. So be very aware of what's going on for you during this full moon. I think it's the 31st. It's the 31st, isn't it? Thursday, yeah. Be aware what's going on for you. There's a hawk here, which is spirit. So you can see there, that the golden light is streaming in. So during this full moon, there will be intense downloads of light coming in. There'll be intense power from the moon, which is allowing you to evolve spiritually, which is allowing you to move through the dimensions, all these different dimensions, that all these different planes of existence that we have access to and that we are completely shut off from. We completely are not looking at all these different dimensions. We refuse to see that we are connected psychically to different spaces and different places and different realms. You can see the lines here, different frequencies, different dimensions, and she's absolutely not willing to look at it. She's standing her ground going, no, I don't believe it. She's chained to her beliefs, even though this devil actually wants to set them free, wants to light their fire inside so that they can move forward. Stop waiting around, move forward and get what's yours. Move forward into the Egyptian history, you know, and don't feel that you're cut off. Don't feel this lack of responsiveness to what's coming. Step out on your journey. Step out and transform. Transform into this psychic being, this psychic awareness. It's time for your psychic energy to grow. We have the lotus at the crown. The crown opens up and accepts the energy coming in and received in your pineal. And that's what we do as a psychic. When you connect, you open up your energy, the different energy centers, you open them up and you're able to tap in, you're able to receive the wavelengths, the waves, the frequencies. So psychic awareness, this full moon, is going to be strong. And again, 4 and 7, 10, 1, new beginning, new awareness, a new self perhaps. And this one did drop out, so I'm going to show you. Partnerships and love. And this is a romantic card. This is a love life card. There is love coming in. There is a community of people who are on your wavelength coming in. There is romance, there is growth, there is fertility. There is an abundance of support from the higher realms coming in for you. This is meeting the right people, meeting the right person, having your partner be of like mind, having your partner show up because you're gathered. Perhaps your soul group, you're a person from a soul group, you're meeting again. You've decided to come back and meet together again. You are soul, you are divine, you have this high vibrational energy coming in this partner. Connect to nature, this is nature spirits. Connect to the natural world, get outside, tune in, ground that energy to the natural world. Remember, connect to the earth. Okay, love life is coming in. I'm just going to do a Egyptian card. Oh God, yeah, the lotus. There we have the lotus. And we have a version of the lotus there. So let's see what the Egyptians have to say to us. I do like the Egyptian cards. I might have to read what it means, but I might just do it energetically. We'll see what it actually comes out at. I don't know all of them well, so can we have one Egyptian? Okay. Ah, goodness me. So we have air spirit. So there's a lot of air, there's a lot of stuff going on with the mind, there's a lot of information going to be coming in from the higher into our mind. So that's the air, and the swords are the air. We have the Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords, and now we have Imset, which is air spirit. It's 1 and 8, which is 9, which is completion. So we're completing something to do with that air energy. What are we in now? Virgo. Okay, let's see what it says. So this was one of the there's funerary jars that were in the burial chambers in Egypt, which is funny because we had an Egyptian thing there a minute ago, and this one in particular would carry the liver. So the liver is all about detoxification, so it's important to connect with your liver and tell your liver that you love it and that you thank it for all that it does for you. And it works so hard every day to detoxify and keep you well. And so it's really important just to reach down. So you're on this side, your right side, reach down just at your ribs, just in under your ribs. And you can't pump your liver. So as a masseuse, you're taught that you can sort of reach in under your rib and sort of hold your liver a little bit and then give it a little pump. So just like give it a little movement like that, and it just kind of pumps it a little and just gives it a little bit of assistance and energy, and that's a nice thing to do as well. Oh, so it's telling you to make careful choices in accordance to the law of Mat, for these will influence the health of your body, your liver, your eternal life. Avoid too much alcohol. So we know that alcohol affects the liver, and it can the liver is about anger, so it can encourage that rage. So cut down on alcohol if you can. And sometimes when people cut down on alcohol, they feel the rage more. So there can be a sense of, I've given up alcohol, but now I feel in a bad mood all of the time. It's because your liver's detoxing. It's this energy that's shifting, that's moving, because the alcohol isn't there. So, and also be aware that if you drink alcohol, it affects the liver, and therefore it can stimulate aggression and anger. So ideally cut down on the alcohol. This is obviously for somebody in particular that they want this message. And you might not understand that alcohol affects you in that way. You might not understand that, I know some people who they might have a drink and they end up having an argument, and they're not realizing that the anger is stimulating, or the alcohol is stimulating the aggression, and then the aggression comes out and causes this to do. But it's the liver energy that's being stimulated, and it's understanding how to balance the liver, always learning about the body and how to balance. You can ask Imset to give you magic healing to your body and mind, because air is mind as well. It says, if you cease to worry, I think I said that, and meditate more, or paint, or be creative, you will achieve financial success. Well, that's good. In your love life, let go of past negative influences that are blocking a partner. Let go of past to succeed in a current relationship. So it's about letting go of what's happened before, so you can move forward, and taking the blindfold off, showing your heart again, stepping forward. It says air travel will be safe. Your air element is out of balance. Too many thoughts. I said that right. Too many thoughts, not enough action. I love the way these make sense. It can cause you stress and possible liver problems, so avoid alcohol and other toxins. So again, if you're having the worries, if you're having the stress, and if it's making you critical and then manipulative and then causing you this inner rage, that's your liver. So the color for liver is green. So this, I think, is about healing liver energy, healing heart energy, but also liver, because it's to do with the mind, it's to do with your aggressiveness, it's to do with your worry, and it's not allowing you to move forward in compromise. It's not allowing you to express your creativity. You might be called on to take a position of leadership within the family, but don't try and worry too much about them. So again, it's how are you looking at it? Are you worrying? Are you having all these negative thoughts? Because what you think about, you create. And you must take responsibility for your thoughts because you're creating with them. And should something happen, it might be down to you. And I don't mean to say that in the way that some people understand it as say, oh, I thought this, and you're saying that I made that terrible thing happen. No, but if you're thinking a certain thing, it's putting you in a certain state, which can be a lower vibration state. And therefore, if you're moving around the world in lower vibration states, you tend to draw lower vibrational reactions to you. You tend to attract like attracts like. And you're not able to, and then it's like a spiral, so it's then lower and lower and lower, and you find yourself sinking. So there's a need to take control of that and bring yourself out of it. Heal the liver, tone the liver. We have Qigong sounds. I think the liver it's like a percolator, like a coffee percolator. It's like or it's there's a little bit of a bubble in it as well. It's like something like that. You can look it up, Qigong sounds liver, and all you do is say that and it clears the energy. Simple. Use sound. It says your future success depends on your ability to quiet your mind before making choices. Your future is still open to change. So there is this opportunity, this new journey, but if you're going crazy in your head, you're not actually giving yourself the best opportunities when you step forward. So quiet the mind, find creativity, do meditation. I've just put a new meditation on YouTube on my channel. You'll find it probably underneath this video. Have a go at it. It's a relaxing, tuning, upgrading meditation. There's another meditation on my channel as well, which is called Light Beings Meditation. You might want to try that as well. So if you find it difficult to do anything kind of meditation yourself, do that. If you find it difficult to get creative, sit and listen. Put the earphones in, sit and listen. It takes you through step by step, brings you to a space and takes you back again. So that's a good thing to do. But that's spot on with the liver energy, spot on with the chaos in the air, not unbalanced air energy, unbalanced liver energy. Work with the green, bring the green, the color of the liver in, the green energy, and toning, Qigong toning, Qigong sounds. So to finalize, because we're on 43 and I think this is more than enough, we're just going to do a color card because I like these. And I don't think I did last week, a colour card. So I'm just going to shuffle here. If you have any questions, you can get in touch. If you want your own personal reading, you can get in touch as well. I do a different tarot reading spread, but I can also do oracle readings as well if you prefer not to have tarot. Just be mindful of your energy during the full moon. Be mindful of because the moon can affect your, they say, isn't it, the police and the hospitals say that during a full moon things can get a bit busier. So be mindful of that. The moon is able to draw on the oceans, draw on the waters, create the tides. And you're mostly water, so it is drawing on you and pulling on your liquid inside, the fluids inside you, the water. And so it is going to have an effect, that magnetic pull is going to have an effect on you and your moods. Drink plenty of water for the liver. Cleanse. Okay. Can we have one colour card for the week, please? Just moving forward. A card for the week, please. Give us something really interesting so we can take this forward into our stay. Okay, that one, top one is slid off. I'll just get the book as well. Okay, so I just went to get the book because I don't know all of the meanings. The card is red. Free yourself from pain. Wow. We have red under the ocean here, which is interesting as well because red is the colour of earth. So earth underlying the water. The water has a seabed. So there's still earth supporting the water. Free yourself from pain. And it's a 2. And the partnerships and love is a 2. So 2 coming together, a partnership. But like it said, you have to free yourself from past pain, let go, and move into, this is, red is the base chakra. So perhaps working on your base chakra again, dealing with painful issues, sending it into the earth, sending it into the ground. So I'm just going to read what it says about red, which is number 2. So red contains unlimited energy, vitality and power, and draws money and prosperity into your life. Excellent. It is a powerful agent for healing blood disorders, improving circulation, healing diseases, drying up sores or wounds, warming cold areas of your body and reducing pain. So perhaps wrap yourself in a red throw or a red wrap, a red scarf if you have got any of those issues. If you want to warm yourself up, wrap yourself in red. And because red releases adrenaline to stimulate mental and physical energy, red can relieve depression. So seeing red actually triggers a response that you don't even know is going on in your body. It triggers a response within you, a chemical response when you see red. That's why the red dress works, by the way. Imagine, it says use a red sword of light to heal on all levels. Imagine you have a red sword of light. At the tip of the sword there is a red star, which has incredible healing power. When the star touches anything sick, it dissolves the sickness right out of your body. Visualize touching different parts of your body that need healing with the red sword. Say, divine intelligence, move your healing light through my mind and body so I can return to a state of vibrant health. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. And it's blossoming, isn't it? And it's getting rid of pain, getting rid of illness. There is a sense of using white a lot of the time. I use white, the colour white. I use greens and turquoises and golds. But how interesting to think, let's try red. If we have pain, let's try red on it. And also it's a sign that money is coming, that prosperity is coming. The base chakra is all about your family, your wealth, your foundations. You're building new structures in your life. Relationship, foundation of a relationship. So red is an important colour today. Red is an important colour for the week. Make sure you wear some red. Red nails. And embrace red this week and see what results you get. Embrace green. Embrace liver healing. Try not to drink too much. Maybe have a week off. Take a week off, but understand it might cause a little bit of rage because you haven't been drinking, or maybe you've been drinking a lot in the last week and you're not connecting the dots in that is stimulating that rage because you've had alcohol and then you've not had alcohol, or you're having too much alcohol and it's making you grumpy. Be aware. Liver, cleanse, detox, wear green, wear red if you're in a painful moment and you want to ground all those thoughts. Remember, like the Queen of Swords, where is she? She has her craziness. She has her mind going too much. She's getting herself kind of critical and angsty. And there's a need to ground it. There's a need to bring it down to the red, ground the energy. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. I'm not sure we had any movement there at all. I'm going to try a channel next. Maybe that'll do some movement. I don't know. But I hope that's informative. I think it is. Let me know. Any questions, you can get in touch. The ways to get in touch with me are below. You can look at the other videos that I think they come up here and here, or here and here. Subscribe to the channel. That would be a really great help. Not enough people are subscribed, and it really just helps me grow the channel and share this with other people who might need to hear it. Share it with somebody who might need some encouragement for the week, or need to understand what's actually going on. Why do I feel this way? Why am I feeling this way? Why can't I do this? Or it's so overwhelming. Okay, we have ways of managing it, and to allow yourself to come out of it, and to know that we would say in Tai Chi or Chinese medicine, energy first, thought second. So energy work, energy of the liver first, because the liver energy, if it's angsty and aggressive, it's giving you that thought. So to stop the crazy thoughts, go to the point, go to the organ, go to the energy, and balance the energy there first. Thank you very much. Lovely to see you. Take care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you next time. All the best.